Hey guys. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do to get started in this makeup video, I am going to show you how to turn a neutral look into a daily wearable look. So basically what I'm saying is I'll show you how to do a daytime smoky eye and maybe potentially even turn it into a nighttime smoky eye. It's a wearable look. You should be able to wear it to work, to play, out to dinner, wherever you're going. So some of the things you'll need is your MAC stud pencil. You will also need your Urban Decay primer potion and lashes. So these are some things that you want to make sure that you have before you get started with. And then also your duo glue. Now I recommend that you buy this duo glue at MAC itself, because the Walgreens version tends to be a little bit smaller and you pay almost about the same amount for it. So I would definitely recommend going to get your glue from MAC. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing that we want to do is to focus on our brows. As you can see, mine are pretty much non-existent. I don't really have any brows. Wasn't born with those, but nonetheless I create the look that I want. Alright, so we're going to take our Urban Decay primer potion, which I showed you. It's the original. Get closer so you can see. Actually, that might be upside down. Urban Decay primer potion so you can see it. What we're going to do is get a little bit on our lids, and I'm just going to squeeze some out, and I'm going to look in the mirror that's behind you guys, so forgive me that I'm not looking directly into the camera, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So basically I'm going to prime my lids with the Urban Decay primer potion. This prevents your eyeshadow from creasing. So I'm going to do both sides. Oh my gosh. Get a little bit over here. Like so. And I'm also going to put the primer potion underneath my eye here, because in the summer it prevents your concealer from creasing as well. So make sure you get it under your eye, like right in the where your tears would fall, right around there, and on top of the lid, and then underneath on both eyes as well. Alright, and this is obviously running out. I'll have to get more, so bear with me for 2 seconds. Alright. Okay, so we'll get that under here and just blend it really well. No worries if you get a little bit on your nose. Alright, so once you do that, it kind of, again, provides a barrier and or coating to your eyeshadow that you're about to apply. I think this retails at Sephora for about $16 or so. So make sure you pick that up. It's a must-have. Alright, so we will get started with the brow. Now, I tend to like a brow that comes in and then kind of peaks here and then comes down. So make sure that you have cleaned your brows first. So basically like gotten a wax so that underneath is clean, because that will be critical to making these look neat and clean and real. So make sure that you do that. Alright, so the first step is to take your MAC stud pencil, and I'm actually just going to hold it at an angle and outline underneath my brow like so. Just like that. Just create an outline. I'm going right underneath the hair, the existing hairline. You're not sure where to stop. Your brow should end at the end of your eye. You're not sure where the height should go. The height should be, if you take a pencil, the height should be where the pencil hits your eye like so. So my height can be right in there according to where the end of my nose is. So you take a pencil, go to the end of your nose, and that's where the height should be. That's the test. Alright, so then once I outline this piece of the brow, or this section of my brow, like so, all I did was took a line and just kind of drew under there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I'm going to try and make sure that I stay even with this side, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to take this line and just draw all the way around like so. Try and keep your line as straight as possible. It may take you a couple of practices to get it exactly right, but the goal is to keep the line straight. And again, if you go down further than your eye, no worries, we can clean that up later. So just make sure. And then clean the bridge of your nose. You want to make sure you keep this section clear. Alright. So the next thing you'll do is actually the top as well. So as you can see, I have lined underneath my eye. The next thing we'll do is the same thing on the top. So I'll take this and I'll just kind of go right on the top like so on both sides. So basically we're just creating an outline of a shape that we want. So as you can see, I've created an outline of the shape that I want. And then I'm going to bring this around to meet, as you can see, to meet the other portion that I drew, like so. Should look a little bit like Herman Munster right about now. You see that? And the next thing we'll do is fill in with the pencil lightly the shape that we drew. Just like so. We'll do the same thing for both sides. Lightly. And not to worry if it's not 100% perfect as far as the shape is concerned, because we'll be able to fix it as we go along. But you want to get the shell of it right. Like so. So as you can see, I've drawn them. Hopefully you guys can see. I've drawn them. Alright. The next thing we want to do is brush through that color through the brow. So I have a small shader brush that I actually got from Coastal Scents. It's really old. It's even cracking on the sides if you can see it. But it's an angled brush that we'll use. But I'm going to take the back of this brush and just kind of brush this color through. If you have a spoolie brush, which is a mascara wand that doesn't have mascara on it, that's clean and clear, free of mascara, you can definitely use that as well to comb the color through. But basically, and that works very well as well. Actually, it probably works better than the back of this brush, but this will suffice for now. So as you can see, I have brushed the color through. Again, keep the bridge of the nose clear. And now we're ready for the next step. Alright. As you can see, I brushed out the harsh lines, brushed the color through so that it's not so drawn.